Divine peace and blessings, Taurus. Welcome to my channel. My name is Collease88. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. This will be a timeless reading for those who are Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and going through a dark night of the soul. The dark night of the soul, when we go through it, it's like having received downloads and an upgrade to our way of thinking. It is a death of the ego and a rebirth of the ego at the same time. So the old programming is released and the new programming has to take place in order for you to have a smoother life path. Why this is troubling for many of us is because we ask questions like, who am I? Where do I really... I apologize. Where do I really belong? And things of that nature. We ask those types of questions and we feel lost and very alone. But believe it or not, that is the moment where the divine creator and great spirit is with us and is closest to us at that particular time. So let's go ahead and just reassure you that all is well, and to remind you that where your soul go, you must go. Our souls are always connected to the divine, and it's important for you to know that you're loved and cared for by Great Spirit. So let's get you some oracle cards that'll help you to successfully receive from Great Spirit during your dark night of the soul. That's a lot, but I'll take the top. Okay, so you have new moon in Aries. It's time to take action. Personal issues reach resolution. A personal issue reaches resolution. And look at the bigger picture. The other cards that I'm not going to put out on the table are balance, spirituality, and practicality, meditate, and contemplate. Okay? So with those being out there as well, as the two I just put back in the deck, Spirit says just with those, something's not going to come out the way that you want them to come out, and it's time for you to start looking at it from a whole new set of wires. Okay, a whole brand new set of wiring. All right, let's get your cards out here. All right, let's get the sacrifice. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, Taurus. Let's get the memorial. The memories that will help you at this time for reflection and meditation purposes. What are the memories? Whenever you're ready, Spirit. Thank you. Oh, all right. So we've got a story here. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Cups, and the Devil. This just got interesting. Okay, Temperance and the Shadow. Okay, so before I get to the reading, Spirit wants to pretty much have you take a look at a situation here. This may be for you or it could be for someone else. In the meantime, take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. Okay, so you have the Wheel of Fortune. You have the Queen of Cups. And you have the Devil card. Okay, so your intuition is heightened at this particular time. There is a need to heal some form of an addiction for some of you. like I said before, this isn't going to be, this part right here isn't going to be for everyone. This is a message that is more so seemingly personal, or to a small number of you who watch this video and who will get it later. Okay, so there is someone who, things are changing. Okay, things are changing within you. Your intuition is heightened, and you're now going to start taking a look at the addictions, the excess behaviors, and things that, those patterns, the toxic connections and toxic relationships that you've had. And you're going to pull all of the morsels of wisdom out of them particular stories of yours that are pretty old, some fresh, and the wounds are still leaking. Spirit wants you to pretty much like gather all of the wisdom and lessons from them and use them to help you in the future. You're going to need that information. Okay? You're going to need that. Trust your intuition at this particular time. Okay? And for others of you, you may have overcome addiction. Let's go back. Others of you, you may have overcome addiction. I'm going to keep them here for memories, because these are important memories. Some of you have overcome addictions to sex, substances, alcohol, glamour of self-pity, Spirit just said. Okay? Some of you have memories of a woman or a man that was very caring and loving. For whatever reason it didn't work out, or if this is a parent who always motivated you, or a person that you could talk to and was always there to help and motivate you, think about that person. Think about how your intuition has led you in the right direction, how you trusted yourself and you weren't afraid to make moves, and how you weren't afraid to love. This is an opportunity to heal. Think about the times in the past when you had, you know, your scrapes and bruises from life, and whether they are physical or spiritual scrapes and bruises, you know, you healed from them. Think about those times. Okay? Think about all the luck you've had in the past 6 to 10 years of your life. Think about that. Okay? Think about all those lucky moments where, you know, you're wondering, how did I make it through? But you reached where you are today. Okay? Let's get the boundaries. Okay? What does Taurus need to know about the boundaries during the dark nights of the soul? You have the Page of Wands in the reverse. Okay? I'm gonna cross it. Okay? Okay. Who will or what will show Taurus the way when they're feeling helpless, hopeless, despair? Got 2 cards. You got the World and the Queen of Swords. I'm going to leave those there. Great cards. Okay. Immediate obstacle for Taurus. Taurus has to overcome these obstacles. Immediate obstacle is possibly travel, or having obstacles in your way at this particular time. We're going to get into that a little more. What challenges does Taurus have to prepare for at this particular time that is very important to this dark night of the soul, passing the test and coming out on top? There we go. You have the Two of Pentacles came out in the reverse. I remember the last time I used it, it was in the upright. It just flipped. So it's out in the upright position. I mean, the last time I had it, it came out in the reverse. This time it comes out in the upright. It just did a flip for you all. So that's a very special card, and I'm going to get into that in just a moment. So let's see. Okay. Tower just came out as I was talking. I'm going to put it back. I know it has some significance to the reading. I can feel it already, but I am going to figure out what it is you possess, the tools you possess at this particular time that you need to weather, you know, your trials, to weather this Dark Night of the Soul. And it gave me 3 cards. So the first out, you have the 3 of Wands. The second out, you have the 9 of Wands. And the last out, you have the 6 of Swords. And here you have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so you may be feeling a bit left out in the cold. You could be feeling as if you have could be waiting for a return from like a bank or institution on a money note. Okay, and you could also be taking risk, financial risk at this particular time. What else is here? Okay, King of Wands energy. Oh, wow. Okay. That fierce and ferocious leader has everything he needs. You're a self-made man, self-made woman, businesswoman. You're self-taught. Okay? Let's take a look at your cards we have down here. The Ace of Pentacles is here in the position of your sacrifice. Okay? So this crow sits on top of the pentacle. And what I feel like this is saying to me is that you are losing focus. Okay? You have to sacrifice any and all things that are deterring you from your, and Spirit just said, some of you have lofty ambitions. Okay? Some of you may have ambitions to take over the world, like, and by storm. And some of you are unfocused. Okay? So let's get some clarifying energy on here. Let's go ahead and use this deck right here. Clarify why the Ace of Pentacles is here as the sacrifice, as the donation to Spirit. What Taurus has to release in order to come through the dark night of the soul. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Why? Okay. You have the Knight of Wands, the King of Wands again. The King of Wands is actually, okay, let's see. And the Tower. The Tower came out in the last shuffle and it's out again. Okay, so yeah, so some of you have really lofty ambitions. You're plotting and planning and plotting. And it's time to stop planning and plotting and go ahead with the plan and see if it's going to go, take you and go lift you off where you want to be. Others of you, it is lofty ambition where you could be wanting a whole lot and it's not yours for the taking. You may have a whole separate new path, and that may be the sacrifice to let go of old wants and desires. Okay, because you might not be the same person you once were. And because you're not that same person, Spirit is having you look at, your quest. Okay. Huh. You can expect, I feel like with the King of Pentacles on top of this, for those of you who have ambitions that are not so far-fetched, that are not impossible, that you can accomplish, you're going to create fireworks and ripples within your network. Okay? You're going to surprise and amaze a whole bunch of people. I feel like you have enemies as if they are trying to throw obstacles in your path and you're a bit distracted. So stay focused so you don't lose out on your time. Stay focused. Stay focused. This Page of Wands in the reverse mixed with your ambitions and this Eight of Wands above this whole situation right here, I feel like as you're flying and you've got your eyes set on what it is you want, these are obstacles in your way. they aren't flying. I feel like they aren't flying to, again, I feel like they're not flying with you, they're flying against you. Okay, is what I want to say. That these obstacles are people or a specific person, when the Page of Wands can actually be a bully. I see him facing you, and the wand again pointed towards you. You want to actually, like when I first looked at these wands up here, they didn't appear to be going in the same direction as the crow. They actually looked as if they were flying towards you. And then you have the Page of Wands here, and the Page of Wands, the wand is actually flying towards you. So this is a person that, okay, I don't see the Magician down here, so it doesn't look like they are a person that deals with, like hexes and jinxes and stuff like that. But it just seems like they are being a little successful at getting you off of your square, okay? Being successful at distracting you and throwing you off course because they don't want you to reach a certain, you know, set of success. They don't want you to live out your dreams, your goals, your ambitions. They may even try some really low blow type of activities, such as blackmail and things of that nature. And this guy here, he wears the top hat. He reminds me of a great inventor. Okay. So I feel like, you are in control of your destiny. Your ambitions and your goals are reachable, but you are facing resistance from persons who are toxic, and relationships in the past that were toxic and not working for your highest good. Okay, so you have to set boundaries with this person. Okay, you have to put space between this person and yourself. You have to keep this person out of your personal business. You have to be mindful of what you communicate, because it seems like there is a message coming in, even still with the Eight of Wands and the Page of Wands still being in the reverse, that this person is still putting your name and stuff, and even though you're not in their space, and that is to kind of like pull you out. So you have to trust that what you're doing because it's for you, and focus on that. Don't allow other people to come your direction and say, well, this person was known to do this, and this person was known for doing that, and I don't like the way, all of these judgments and opinions that people have of you, and they think that you're supposed to like cower, bow down, and step down from your life because they think they have some one-upmanship going on with your personal business. You know, anything that you've lived and loved to do is yours. Rather people know about it, found out about it, or whatever have you. It's not something that anybody can really take from you. That belongs to you. Anything from your past, you are not your past. You were partly born of your past, okay? But the past and what people know you by is just a portion of your entire self. Okay, if I would say that myself, I just know it to be true, because people have a way of wanting to remember you a certain way just to keep you within the box and place you in their box of limitations. Like, well, I say you're this, this, and that, so therefore sit in this box right here. You're not who you say you are. You ain't that nigga you say you is. If I got to get Jeezy on you, you know what I'm saying? That's how people do. That's what people do. They try and bring you down because, oh, I remember back in the day you used to sleep on my sofa, you know, and now you trying to play like you some big, okay, I was 15 sleeping on your sofa. I'm 44 now with degrees. Sometimes people don't want to give you the credit when the credit is due, and you have to, regardless of what they say, how they feel, and what they think, keep it pushing, because they're of your past. They don't belong in your future. That's toxic and it's degrading. Okay? All right. So we move here to where the Queen of Swords and the World card is. Okay? The Queen of Swords could be a person in your life. This could be a mentor, somebody that you can trust and talk to about what it is you're going through. Doesn't necessarily have to be a man or a woman. It can be your higher power. But the Queen of Swords could also be you. And you putting your foot down, you cutting off communication with people and groups that are toxic and want to pull your vibrations, that pretty much run on lower vibrations, But the Queen of Swords energy is what will show you the way. So adopt the Queen of Swords energy because you have come to an end of a journey, okay? And there is no holding you back now unless you want to be held back, okay? Unless you want to be held back on this journey. You are the only person that can get in the way at this particular time. Immediate obstacles that must be overcome. I'm going to get some clarifying cards for the Eight of Wands because I want to get into this energy. Why is the Eight of Wands here as an immediate obstacle for Taurus? Dark night of the soul. Eight of Wands. Clarify, please. Okay. Clarified with the Tower. I knew the Tower was going to come back out. The Tower showed itself 3 times today. Okay, so there is the Tower. Okay, there is a breach in your wall of protection. If we were to put it this way, it's like you see the drama. You see the drama coming. You see it coming, right? You see it ahead. You're looking right at it. You see the storm brewing. You hear the gossip. You hear the hordes talking about your name and bringing up the bull crap, right? And you're like, okay, I know it's coming. You're already bruised, okay? You're already bruised from the last bout you had with this person or this group, right? And you know that it's coming. The storm is coming, okay? The storm is coming. You know it's coming. All right. So you have this Nine of Wands and you have this two. You do have a 2. You have a 2 of Pentacles. The 2 of Pentacles are your challenges. Your challenges is partly or definitely within your responsibilities, okay? To make sure that you are managing everything, everyone involved. We pretty much know that the Pentacles deals with family, the Pentacles deals with health, the Pentacles deals with finances and relationships, okay? Because it is earth energy, right? And so you have to make sure that you avoid this Tower moment because you see it coming. You know it's coming. You've been hearing about it. Rather, it was an impending eviction, just for example. It doesn't have to be your situation, but just by knowing you can do something about it, okay? You can definitely do something about it. All right, so let's take a look here. You have the 3 of Wands, you have the 9 of Wands again, and you have the 6 of Swords. This is telling me that you have some formal kind of training, okay? You have some formal training, right? And you have some skill and know-how and abilities that you possess personally, okay? And these skills pretty much will allow you to be successful if only you could keep the focus and visualize on what it is you want, the motivation to do what it is you have to do because you're close to an end of a cycle with the 9 of Wands here, okay? Let go of any responsibilities that are not yours. Financially, you should be able to get up and go, okay? If in fact you need to go. You've been working hard. You see, he's still picking up wands, okay? He's still picking up wands. And you're hardworking. You have that going for you. You are employed. You have great working and great work ethics, okay, is what that's telling me. That's what you possess that can help you to weather your storm. Put your money in the right direction, okay? Put your focus where it needs to be. Uh, You have this Six of Swords energy here right next to it. The Six of Swords energy is saying to me that, all right, some things don't come easy. If you focus on new opportunities, that's all fine and well. You're trained. There are many things, if you are trained in one area, that can help you to progress in another. You're going to have to cut loose. You have a strong ability to cut loose and begin again, because if you don't be afraid to start over is what this is saying. Okay? Don't be afraid to start over if you have to, because you have certain skills that other people don't have. You may even have degrees and training that other people don't have. So financially, I feel like if you needed to get up and go, you could actually get up and just go. Don't focus on any losses. That's the last message for that. Let's see what the Divine Feminine has to say with regards to these cards here. Your reading overall, to help you to go in and come out successful of your dark night of the soul. Any messages for Taurus? Timeless dark night of the soul reading. How does Taurus get out of the dark night of the soul? This card keeps poking me. Stages. I celebrate myself in each stage of my life. Each phase is equally important for my soul development. Any other messages for Taurus Collective? How to? Okay. You have liberation. Get out of Dodge if you have to. Travel and seek new opportunities. As I heal, I'm setting us free. Okay. You could be letting go of someone, a friendship. Okay. Groups, whatever it be. Hazy. Even though the pathway forward is unclear, I will continue to rely on my higher self to lead the way. Okay. Rely on your higher self to lead the way. Okay. Imprint. My soul has chosen you for this imprint lesson for healing and ascension purposes. I thank you for our time together. Okay. So I feel like you have to let go of someone. You have to let go of groups or a person, or definitely set boundaries with a bully. I feel that, this person specifically that you have to let go of, you appreciate the time that you spent with them, but you are liberating yourself from them, whether it was a platonic relationship or a loving relationship or friends with benefits. Okay. You're unclear about where you're going and what you're doing next, and that's where the Six of Swords is coming in, and also the Ace of Pentacles is trying to get you to snap out of that. Listen, you may have some lofty ambitions, but you might have some really good ideas. Okay? Put them to test. Don't be afraid. All right. So I'll leave Taurus with this reading here. Okay? It's time to take action. No more hesitating. Okay? A personal issue reaches resolution. Someone that you may be experiencing split from, break from, can't be friends with anymore or lovers with anymore. That's a personal issue. And if you can't make it, you break it. Look at the bigger picture. The bigger picture is that you have a lot going on for you. and you need to acknowledge it and get back on track. Focus. Hocus pocus. Keep the focus. All right. So Taurus, thank you for joining me. Divine peace and blessings.